Now, it's no secret that being a filmmaker comes with its, ups and downs, but it comes with a lot of self-reward in a spiritual way, especially if you are able to create some amazing art, especially if you enjoy it, and especially if you're around good people while doing it. However, it's no secret that this lifestyle definitely comes with a lot of things that may not be the healthiest for us, right? So one thing that I think is so damn important, no matter what you're trying to do in your career, is really focusing on yourself as much as you do your career, right? I think it's very easy, and it's happened to me so many times in my career where I've just been like, go, 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 go. All we got to do is just think about film. All we got to do is just, work hard and be on set. And then when I have money, all I got to do is spend the money on buying more gear and think about how to do this and how to do, and it's like, pause, buddy. Just stop and pump the brakes for half a second, right? I think a lot of people need to realize that, in order to be your best self, you have to take care of yourself and feel yourself in every way possible to be able to perform at the highest level. I think it's great to think that by putting all your chips in one basket and working your ass off, you're going to be very successful, and you can and you will, but there's going to be a certain point where it's going to take a little bit too much, right? And what I mean by that is think about every holiday, think about every birthday, every family occasion that you wish you could have been there for, and certain times when you just had to take a job. Think about all the nights that you came home and the lights were off and your significant other, your family was asleep, or you came home to a house alone. Think about all the times that you lacked a lot of sleep and you drove home in the middle of the night just barely making it home. Think about all the times that you did overnighters nonstop, back to back to back, without 12-hour turnarounds, and your head was pounding, and you drank more and more Monster and coffees and things like that to get through the day and get through these productions. All of these things take a toll, right? We're not young forever, and we're not going to live forever, right? And I'm not here to just tell you to be the guy to say, hey, work out, lift weights, and eat really healthy, right? There's so many things in our lives, and there's so many balances that we have to check in to be able to try and even take back the reins on our health while becoming filmmakers. And it doesn't all just boil down to nutrition and working out, right? I think one thing that has helped me so much this year, and I really got to thank God that I'm having a wonderful year so far in my career, is trying to balance my life and balance my overall health. And I don't just mean working out and things like that, right? If you have hobbies, if you have things on the side that feed your soul, that make you feel incredible, that make you feel happy, that de-stress you, that is going to be a win for you, right? If you are able to, on your off days, just get a little bit more sleep that you possibly can after you just put in all of those hours to be able to revitalize and maybe not work on your reel or send out resumes because you're bugged out that you're not going to get another job, if you're not hustling in those off days, maybe pulling over, taking time to listen to your significant other, because sometimes our minds may be on a treatment or something else going on, or a delivery or a final deadline or an edit that we have to do, or a project coming up. Take the time to spend the time with them, to listen to them and have things going on in your life. Not everything is this. It takes so much, but at a certain point, you have to be able to take for you and give inside your soul, right? Personal health goes far beyond just eating well, getting enough sleep, and training, right? And the more I started to take that very, very seriously in the past year and a half, I feel like my personal happiness, my personal overall well-being has increased so damn much. And in reflection of that, when I go on set, I'm in a great mood. And because I'm in a great mood, people would like to be around me more. So instead of kissing my butt, I'm gonna put this in a third person point of view, right? If you're in a good mood, if you're happy, if you're full of energy, right? Because you have good food in the system, because you have good sleep, it's going to reflect to everybody else on set. And as you know, in a service-based industry, whether you're in film or let's say a barber or something like that, right? You can do a great job, and that's definitely part of it. But if you are a pleasure to work with, if you are a pleasure to be around, let's be real, we're working 12 hours a day with these people, right? So if you're a pleasure to be around, people want to say, hey, you want to come back for another one? Like, you were awesome to work with, man. So that's so important, and in turn, you're going to get more of what you've been chasing for so long. So I think I just want to put this video out to say, take care of yourself, guys, right? You know, do that hobby that you love, that maybe you put down. You know, for me, it's guitar, and I played when I was a kid, and now I started to play a lot again, or ride my bike, you know, in your off time. I get it, we're all busy, but just, even if it's 10 minutes, I'll pick up the guitar and noodle for 10 minutes, you know, do that. Spend the time with your significant other. Maybe every now and then, you know, take a little bit of a break. If you're decent with cash, more money will come, right? More jobs will come. They always do, and that's replaceable. But the time that we have with our loved ones, the time that we have to spend to be able to, you know, grow and grow old with them is irreplaceable. And those are moments that are going to feed your soul and never be there once again in your life. If you can, I'm a huge proponent for it. Try and eat healthier foods. You know, we all love things. I love pizza. I'm from New Jersey. But the more you can to be able to prioritize good, healthy, nutritious, single ingredient foods, you're gonna feel a lot better. Hydrating yourself, sleeping as much as you can. This is not an easy one for our lifestyle whatsoever. But again, if you have the off days, try and catch up as much as you can. Try and prioritize. For me too, sometimes the adrenaline is so high from set. Taking melatonin and things like that will help me just kind of calm down, or some sleepy time tea to be able to get that sleep, right? All of these things added together are gonna make you a better filmmaker. They're gonna make you a better collaborator to work with on set, and they're gonna make you a pleasure to be around, and you're also gonna like the way that you feel. So, hope this helps you. Stay healthy in 2025, guys.